Welcome to How to Build an Online Yoga Business. I'm Ashley. I have an online yoga business, so I'm sharing tips. It's my goal to help brand new yoga teachers, brand new baby yoga teachers, to grow and blossom here on the internet and beyond. And right now we're mostly on the internet. So let's get started. I'm gonna dive just right in. Again, subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, and you'll see all these videos and tips that I have for you. Okay, so I have a method. I'll make some slides to make this pretty. I'll even pop the slides into this video so that you can see some titles and see how pretty they are. You can even see I put a little thing right here that says follow me on Instagram. So you can go there, and that's actually how I'm getting a lot of followers and never posting to Instagram is these YouTube videos. Okay, so I have a method, and I'm going to call it the ASHES method. That is going to be the acronym. Even though I'm Ashes Yoga, my name is Ashley, we're gonna use the acronym ASHES because it's easy to remember and it's easy for me to remember. And it actually fits. 5 letters, perfect. Let's get into it. So building an online yoga business is about a lot more and takes a lot longer than you might think. You might think, okay, I'm gonna offer classes, I'm gonna put them up on the internet, and tons of people are wanna come to them. And I'll get a bunch of people and they'll pay me, donation or $5 per class or $10 per class, and I'll make a bunch of money. Not quite. I don't know where the misconstruction happened where we thought that if we put our schedule up and we teach a bunch of Zoom classes that we're going to make a bunch of money. When I got started as a yoga teacher and I started at a brand new yoga studio, my classes were pretty much empty for a couple years. It took me 4 years of teaching consistently to fill a class finally to 25 people. 4 years. I taught 10 classes a week. So I continued to show up even though there was 1 student, even if there were 2 students. It grows in time, and yes, there are shortcuts and you can get there faster, but you need to be patient. And the one thing I really want to tell you is that you have to enjoy this. You have to enjoy yoga teaching. We did not become yoga teachers because we wanted quick money or a quick fix or to change careers and make a bunch of money. When I quit my full-time job to become a yoga teacher, I started working like 5 times harder for less than half the pay. But I knew it would be worth it, and it was something that I absolutely loved. I enjoyed, and it fulfilled me so much more than sitting at a desk working for people who were, I don't know. My coworkers were great, I just hated dealing with clients. So anyway, let's get on to this system. Let's run through them quickly, okay? A stands for authority, so becoming an authority in what you teach. S stands for solve a problem. So you're going to solve a problem, big or small, whatever it is, solve a bunch of problems if you can. The H's help people without expectation, and that's the key there, I'll get to that. The E stands for email list building. Do you have an email list? You should. And the last thing is to sell your services. And selling is different than marketing, and I'm gonna get to that in a moment too. So number A, letter A, authority. I had this listed as audience first, but honestly, it's really about you. What is it that you want to teach? What do you want to become an expert in? You don't have to be an expert right now, and in fact, you probably already are considered an expert if you know a little bit more than someone else. So it depends on you. If you don't enjoy what you're teaching, at least a little bit, it doesn't have to be your full-blown passion, but if you don't enjoy it just a little bit, then it's going to be very difficult to continue and sustain it long term. So for example, for me, I'm really good at graphic design and graphic communications and marketing and all of that, but it doesn't really light me up, so I don't make that my main thing. I love teaching yoga, I love sharing tips, I love making videos, so this is what I want to share with you. And that's what I'm becoming more of an authority in. And how you do this is to just start putting content out there. Putting content out there means making videos, blog posts, writing about things, sharing your experience, sharing your story, telling people about your classes, saying, hey, I'm a yoga teacher now. So the what is likely yoga, but that is too big. But in time, it's going to get smaller and smaller, niched down. You don't have to do that right away, but in time it will, and I'll tell you how to do that. But you've got to enjoy what you're doing, and this is the what. What do you want to become known for? The S was solve a problem. So what did you struggle with? Solving a problem. What can you help others with? Right now in this video, I'm helping you with a framework for those of you who are struggling with selling your classes or getting people in your classes. This is a framework to help you to take a step back. So I'm helping you with that struggle. I struggled with it, so now I'm helping you. Now I don't struggle with it, so I can help. So solving a problem, what do people ask you about? What did you figure out that you didn't know before? One of the big things I solved a problem about was the wireless microphone issue. I've got this microphone here, and people were like, you can't connect it to a computer. Well, I figured it out, and I posted a video, and it's like, and everyone's like, thank you so much. So I get a ton of people now considering me to be the authority on this microphone. I get emails about people asking something about the microphone, and I'm not customer service. I don't get anything from it. I just solved a problem, and I wanted to share about it. Okay, but that ties along with helping people. But it doesn't have to be, you don't have to help people just by solving problems, but helping people by seeking them out, but without expectation. So how do you do that? If you don't have a big email list or subscriber base or followers or anything, if you don't have a big list, you've got to go to where the people are. So you know what you want to teach, right? You know what you want to become an authority in, at least a general idea. You have a couple problems you can help solve, even if it is like tight muscles or anxiety. You've got a few things you can solve. Now, where do your people hang out? Go to the Facebook groups that people hang out in and search and look for what people are asking questions about. Go to YouTube and look for channels that are similar to what you would teach, and go see what the comments are. Go see what those questions people are asking. And then what you've got to do is reply to them in a helpful way, not in a way that says, buy my program, or I have something from you, I'm going to spam you with my link, follow me, join my email list. No, like legitimately just help them with their problem. Tell them, hey, I figured this out and here's how I did it. Leave it at that. Don't try to come back to it and like talk about, anyway, don't spam people, that's all I'm saying. But taking 15 to 30 minutes a day and going and leaving comments on 10 different channels or 10 different accounts that are not yours but very similar, and seeing what people are asking is going to probably be your best way to start building relationships and getting yourself seen. You want to get yourself seen. And we do that with one person at a time. So if someone reaches out and asks you a question personally, consider that huge. Treat them like, you know what, I'm going to go all in and help you as much as I can. Now, not to the detriment of like giving them everything that you ever had. Don't give away like all your free things, but you can help them by just being there and showing up. And after having a conversation, if it does become too much, you can say something like, hey, I teach more about this inside of my course, or I have a class on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'd love to see you there. Here's the link to sign up. So help them first without expectation, but in time they can turn around and potentially become students. But by then, hopefully you know a little bit about them. It becomes more about a relationship, less about getting a bunch of people. Here's where I pause and talk about vanity metrics. Vanity metrics are likes, subscribers, and those things that are just numbers that don't actually do anything. They're just numbers. If you have 10,000 Instagram followers and only like one comment on every post you make, it's not, no conversion to your website or your classes. They're just vanity metrics. It looks nice, it looks pretty, but it's not doing anything to build. So we're looking for relationship building. Help people without expectation. I love when people email me, by the way, and ask me questions about random things that I've talked about in videos. It's so much fun to be there and to, anyway, start a conversation. And then we go to email list building. So this is where you're going to mostly be marketing your business and your offers is through your email list. So the reason I want everybody to have an email list is because social media, your vanity metrics, your accounts, they could get shut down. You could have 100 bajillion followers on Instagram only to be hacked and your account sold and you can't do anything about it unless you pay tons of money. Or YouTube could go down or your account could be frozen. So you don't own any of your subscribers or likes or anything, but on email you do. So if everything goes down, the best way to contact your people is through email. That can never get taken from you, unless people unsubscribe, of course. But email is going to be your go-to when it comes to building a list. If you want numbers to go up, make those numbers be your email subscribers. And I love teaching how to create a free opt-in to then lead to your email list. I think this is one of the most fun things I've ever done, is to create like free PDFs, join my email list to get it, and I want to help you out. I have a few of those, in fact, and that's how I build my email list. I talk about yoga sequencing, and then I say, if you want to download the PDF, go to ashesyoga.com/guide and input your email, and you can get my free 4-part class guide. I mean, there are people using my free guide in their yoga teacher trainings. It's that good, apparently. So I think that's awesome, but I do offer a lot more than that. So I offer a little something for free as an incentive to join my email list, and then later on, I keep in contact by sending emails weekly about my new videos that come up, about anything that's helpful. So email list building is where you're going to get probably the most conversions when it comes to sales later on. And then that's the next thing, is selling your services. And you've got to have them set up, of course, but you don't have to do that right away. You can start with becoming an authority figure and helping people out before you have anything to sell. You can start doing that right away. That's going to be a lot easier. It's just a little more time consuming, but this does take time. Businesses are not built overnight. I started my online business in 2015 or 16, and it's now finally gaining some traction when I was more so forced to do so and come back to it, which to me I love. I had to take a break from online business when I bought this studio because, you know, focus and whatnot. I only have so much time in the day. But now I'm coming back and I love it. It's so much fun. But you can sell your services after, and sell your services to your email list, to the people that you've solved problems to. And there's a book, I think Gary Vaynerchuk wrote this book. It was like jab, 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 right hook, where you like give content, give, and then sell. Give, and then here's an offer. And selling is different than marketing. Marketing is going to be your videos, your posts, your, hey, look at me. That's like you're getting people to look at what you do. Selling is actually asking someone to buy. It's saying, click this link, buy this here. Here's the opt-in, go to it. So that can happen, it can happen organically where people will click on your things. If you have a call to action, hey, go over here and click on this, some people might click on it. But when you're getting started out, this might happen more so in personal conversations, in the DMs, in the messages, in email. This is where you say, hey, I have something that can solve your problem in a quicker way. I've created this 3-part video series to help relieve back pain. Here's where you buy it. It's $20. Here's a link. Go get it. So selling shouldn't be slimy. It shouldn't be difficult, because you know what you have to offer, hopefully, is helping somebody, and you believe in it. And when you believe in something, it doesn't sound like selling. It sounds like sharing. So this could also be sharing your services, if that sounds better for you. I am going to share with you that I have a sequencing workshop. If you struggle with yoga sequencing, it's called Focus Flow. And I want to share that with you because it's helped so many people so far. And if you struggle with creating your yoga classes, you should get it. And I do not feel bad about saying that to you, even in this video. I don't feel bad about telling people about Virtual Vinyasa Academy when that's open. And I also don't feel bad about telling people that I'm creating a new course, which is helping yoga teachers get out on video. And I want to share that because I'm doing a disservice by keeping it to myself. I am not helping anyone if I don't share what I can provide for you and what I've learned over the many years. You've got to share and sell your services. that's that. So that's the ASHES method: authority, solve a problem, help people, build your email list building, and sell or share your services. And you keep doing that over and over and over again. So as soon as you have something to sell, you continue helping people, you continue solving problems, you continue to see how the shifts are happening within your audience, and keep asking questions. You can do this on any social media platform. My recommendation is to pick one, especially if you're just getting started, and stick with that. For me, my current fascination and what I'm obsessed with is YouTube. So I'm not on Instagram a whole lot. I'm there, I'm just not creating and focusing on the content of that platform. I'm there like to answer messages, and I'm there every day checking in and double tapping, but I'm really focused right now on building on YouTube. So I wanted to share my method with you, and I hope that was helpful. I hope you gained some insights. If you did, let me know what you found from this, what was the most insightful. Leave a comment, even if it's just to say, thanks, that was great. And subscribe, like, bell notification, and that's that. So I've shared a lot with you today, and I can't wait to see you in future videos where I can help new yoga teachers gain the confidence to get out there and actually teach.